G'day folks, it's Rob here and welcome to our backyard farm and aquaponics YouTube channel. Today's clip I'm going to be showing you how we plant out the ginger in a grow bed, but before we cover that I thought I'd give you a little bit of a rundown on some of the requirements of growing gingers because not all of us grow in a warm enough climate where we can pop them in the aquaponics or even the soil for that matter. Now they are a tropical plant. They do require a hot, humid climate and a fairly long growing season to get a nice sizable rhizome or harvest from them. Now we're lucky, we're in the subtropics and they tend to grow for around about 10 to 11 months here for us, depending on how early spring hits. Some of the cooler areas, places like the southern areas of Australia, the northern areas of North America and Europe, you guys might have to consider growing them in a hothouse or inside if you want to have a chance of growing these guys in the aquaponics. Just to give you some idea, our water temperature has just hit roughly around about 26 degrees on a daily basis here, and we're only just starting to see some of the ginger I forgot I had in there sprout in one of the grow beds. And also our soil beds, we're only just starting to see some varieties of the turmeric and the gingers emerge now, and we're coming towards pretty much all the last third of spring. So as for water quality and nutrients, gingers are a fairly heavy feeder, so if you've got a fairly high nitrate level in your system, they are going to do fairly well. They also do like the pH range most of us tend to run our aquaponic system in, and that's mid sixes up to around about 7. Their sweet spot is around about, I think it was 5.5 up to around about 6.5, and most of us tend to run 6.5 to 7, so in that respect they do tend to do fairly well in the system. One thing they don't like a lot of is salt, so if you've had to heavily salt your system for whatever reason, I wouldn't recommend growing the gingers in there. We did last season and we had a pretty dismal harvest, to tell you the truth. We had a bit of a health crisis with the silver perch and I salted fairly heavily, and it took a while for those levels to come back down. As a result, I think half the gingers died and we only got about, I think it was less than half a kilo from 3 plants, which is pretty bad compared with some of the previous harvests we've had. So now we'll hop on over, we'll plant out the ginger, galangal and turmeric, and then at the end I might give you a bit of a look at how we like to harvest the ginger from the system. So this is the little bed we're working on today and planting out with the ginger and turmeric. As you can see, I've got a couple of bits of the rhizome already laid out. I am leaving some plants in here like the brahmi down the front here. I did remove a whole large section running up the side there towards the bell siphon. This lettuce will be going to seed very soon, so it will come out. Down this corner there was a load of Brazilian spinach, but that's now over there in that washing basket, ready to go up and be processed with some warrigal.